All right, welcome to episode 3. Our newest guests are Grandma and Grandpa Morrison. And how do you guys feel about joining us?
About what?
We're nervous.
Oh, this
We're
is
nervous.
Yeah, it's kind of a big platform.
great. It's big.
Got a huge following, Grandma. All right, we just kind of wanted to ask today, since we just got married, we kind of wanted to know how you guys met. I kind of want Grandma's story first on her details, and then we'll ask Grandpa on his details.
Okay, we were at kind of a single adult class in our stake, and Grandpa was in my stake, but he just got back from his mission like 3 days before. And so he didn't know anybody. But his friend introduced us. And so he took me home afterwards. And we stopped at the hamburger shop there and had a hamburger. And he says, well, what do you want? Because this was late. It was after dinner. He says, I was sitting in the car, and he says, what do you want? And I says, I'll just have a hamburger. And he says, just a hamburger. So I guess I had to back down and say, I'll just have a drink. Okay, that's how we met.
Well, let's hear your side.
I don't have any contradiction to that. I was introduced to her by Jay Kessinger, who was a good friend. I went to school in Burley, and then when I was a junior, we moved to Heyburn, but I stayed and graduated from Burley. And I was just getting back off my mission, and he was telling me about this girl that's in single adult. Says she's a real nice girl, but she talks a lot. And he was right. But she didn't tell you the whole story about taking her home. She worked at an alcohol plant, so she wanted me to go meet the people she worked with and knew. And that was fine, except she introduced me as her cousin.
Oh,
And she was waiting for a missionary, and I won the battle, so that's how the story ends.
I've never heard that story before, ever.
You won't hear it again.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to hear it over and over again. That's a good story. What temple were you guys married in?
Idaho Falls.
Idaho Falls. It's a good temple. And
The only one we had.
how far of a drive is that from where you guys are?
About 3 hours.
Wow. Times have changed.
Of course, I think we only went 35 miles an hour.
No, speed limit was 50 back then.
That's good. Let's think of the next question I had.
Their engagement.
Yeah, where were you guys engaged? Grandma's story first.
Wait, no, wait.
Engaged?
Do Grandpa's first.
We'll do Grandpa's first now.
Oh.
Engagement story.
We went to Logan, or to Wellsville, to meet her grandparents, and I went ring shopping, and we got engaged in Logan Temple.
How long were you guys dating at the time?
3 months, I think.
Good job.
You got anything to add?
I agree to that. Yeah,
The
that's
same
good.
thing. That's a good one. How long have you guys been married now?
Be
Well, next
62 years
Next Friday, it'll be
Friday.
62 years.
Next Friday. Oh yeah, because we were thinking about getting married on that same day, and Uncle Craig was like trying to force us to get married on that day too. One story about my dad that you guys have. Funny. Yeah, funny. Let's go funny story. Take your
I have a
time.
good story.
Okay.
We were decorating for Halloween, and we were going to put a dummy out there in that great big tree, hang it from the dummy from the tree. And so we dressed it in Grandpa's Idaho Power clothes. And so before we hung it up, we stuck it in the camper. We had a camper on our pickup, and we thought, that'll just store it there for a while. Okay, Kevin came home. I think it was college. He came home from college. And we were getting ready for supper or something. And I said, oh, Kevin, run out in the camper and get me something that I needed for the supper. And I had forgotten that we had that out there. And he came back in as white as a ghost. What in the world is out there?
That's a good one.
That's awesome.
So he's been scared of Halloween ever since.
Yeah, he likes the season of Halloween, but Frumacera.
Yeah, we kind of ruined him.
Oh yeah, you got one of my dad.
His older brothers always pestered him and teased him a lot. This was a sad story. Mom drove school bus, and so she drove to some of the events that they had. She was taking the 8th grade to Palmerell for skiing, and Kevin, on the first run down, broke his leg, and they had him just sit in the cabin, the lodge, and he sat there for. Rainey can probably finish this story because she knows the details better, but she can do it better than me. Let her finish.
You want to
Want me
finish the
tell
story? Yeah.
Okay, this true story is he went skiing with the 8th graders. I was not driving the bus at the Pomerelle. I was here at the house, and he went to Pomerelle. That night, we got a call that they had Kevin at the hospital. He had broke his leg that morning in 3 places, and he had to go to the bathroom, and they made him lay there all day long and wait for them to come down from skiing that night.
That's horrible.
That was bad. And I didn't know it.
He's
I
so
could have
mad.
gone up to get him. But they didn't even call and let me know that he was hurt.
Did he deserve it?
No, he did not. I was very upset.
Oh yeah, Mama Bear came out.
Yeah.
Okay, last thing, since we're both just married, we'll start with Grandma this time. Advice for us moving forward in our marriage to kind of keep a successful marriage.
All marriages have up and down, always. So just have to have patience, be kind,
Why'd you look at me?
go to the temple, be nice to each other.
I'm getting the death stare every time.
Anyway, then you'll have to ask Grandpa from there.
All right, let's see what you got.
Well, that's really simple and easy for you. You just say, "Yes, dear, you're right. I'm sorry."
The I'm sorry one's a big one. That should include our podcast. So thanks for joining us, and they'll see it soon. We'll have it uploaded as soon as we can, so we'll send it out to you guys.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah.
We love
course.
you both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love you guys.